right? Why? Well, I should know. This is a rhetorical question, right? But why can't we create our own political party, right? Outside of conservatives, outside of liberals, Democrats, why can't we have a political party for the advancement and the protection of black society, right? So, I mean, the thing about it is that we stand so hard for either being a Democrat or a Republican. I just got done watching a video. One of my subscribers sent me a video about this black dude. I believe it's Leo Dunson was debating Roland Martin at the Young Black Republican Convention a couple days ago, and you know, I would say that the guy Leo he made some very valid points against um, someone like Roland Martin, uh, who is a staunch liberal, um, a Democrat. So made some very valid points regarding that, you know, local politicians and city officials are mostly Democratic, and look at the changes that have been done to our so-called community. No changes have been made. No advancement have been made. No protection has been made. Right? But we continue to vote these people in. So I agree with that. You know, I live in Miami Gardens, and all the city officials. I live in a black city. Miami Gardens is the blackest city in the state of Florida. City officials, mayor, police chief, all black. And guess what? This city is majority Democratic. But yet, collectively as a group, black people are still at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to every statistical category you can think of, right? But at the other side of the fence, Republicans, Republicans haven't done shit for black people either. And I've always said that we need collectively as a group, we need to have one basic rule. Well, actually, a couple, but the main rule is an agenda for the advancement and the protection of black society. Historically, Republicans and Democrats never had an agenda for the protection and the advancement of black society. Never. Never. These political parties were created by the dominant white society to dominate and control and keep black people docile. So when you staunch to be a Democrat, and I saw this interview also with Angela Rye at the Breakfast Club that happened, I think, last week or so. And um, Charlemagne made a great point about, I should register as an independent. And Angela Rye's response was, she said, "Boy, you crazy." That reminded me of telling your parents or telling somebody who is a staunch Christian who believes in the white Jesus and all that stuff. That's like saying to them, "I'm not going to church no more." And their response is, "You crazy." Right? You don't have that's the problem. We don't have the ideology to think for ourselves, which is what Kanye was talking about, independent thought. But independent thought is not, see, Kanye's version of independent thought is basically cooning for white people. It's to look for white acceptance because his ideology for independent thought is to please white people. That's not independent thought, family. Independent thought is making sure that you have a game plan for the protection and the advancement of black society. Republican Party, Democratic Party, they don't have an ideology for the protection or the advancement of black society. We collectively as a group need to present that in front of a candidate we so-called support, backed up with funding. That's how politics works. Bottom line. So you can't blindly vote for Andrew Gillum. And I guarantee you that majority of the people who voted for Andrew Gillum will not doesn't even know one policy that he created, right? They can't articulate one policy. They can't articulate any secessions he's done for while he was the mayor of Tallahassee. They can't articulate or do research on that. They just blindly would vote for um, a Democrat just because he's Democrat. Same thing with Barack Obama. People just blindly voted for Barack Obama because, well, the big thing, of course, is because he's black, and number two is because he's Democrat. You have to understand when you're voting for people. This is what I do. When you vote for people, especially with local elections, state, etc., vote for the person and not the political affiliation. That's what I do. Vote for the person and not the political affiliation. Just that simple, you know? Um, and that's how people get, just caught in this zombie mind state of just staunching and supporting either party, regardless of them having a history or non-history of protecting black society and also making sure that black society advances. And we know that's not the case. We know that's not the case. So, I mean, again, going back to the Democratic Party, when during the presidential elections with Hillary Clinton, and Donald Trump, I voted for neither one of them. I actually wrote in my name. I wrote in my name because I am not going to vote for either one of those guys, and I'm voting for them based off what they presented and their history. Right? When it comes to um, again, the protection and the advancement of black society. We all know that Hillary and Bill Clinton was responsible for the 1994 crime bill, which had a trickle down effect that affects, um, you know, felons, people having three strikes, etc. It's a trickle down effect to keep uh, black people of color, blacks and Latinos in and out of jail, and this helps spark the prison industrial complex, making sure that prison is a big business by having corporations own jail cells, own prisons. It was a trickle down effect. And we all know the history of Trump as an overt white supremacist. So, I just wanted to share my thoughts on that. Like I said, I just saw the video with this guy debating Roland Martin, and again, he has some great points about you know the policies of Democrats, and that people just continue to vote mindlessly for the Democratic Party without understanding the history and the facts, right, behind Democrats. But at the same time, you can use the same thing for Republicans as well. You know what I mean? So I've always been a registered independent. Always. Always been nonpartisan. I was more concerned about the person rather than the political affiliation. You know what I'm saying? So those are my quick thoughts about that, family. Leave your comments down below in the comments section, family. Make sure you follow me on social media at GMOG Media TV. Another thing, family, I'm still working on. I know I keep saying it, man, but still working on my Patreon regarding black family structure, black marriage, and raising a family in black society. You know what I'm saying? And one quick thing I want to share with you guys. I went out to a city-sponsored field trip to the Frost Museum in Miami. Frost Museum is amazing. If you love science, um, if you love just technology, science, and all that stuff, the Frost Museum is great. But um, I was only father there with my children, two of my children. I was only black father there. Um, Matter of fact, I was the only black father, not only on the field trip, but the only black father at the goddamn museum. Only black father at the museum. Only. So man, black fathers are just a freaking going extinct. You know, other than being a sperm donor, you're not a father. You're not even a dad. You're just a sperm donor. That's it. So, just seeing me out there by myself as a black father, being the only one out there, it wasn't surprising, but it's just extremely um, demoralizing. Extremely demoralizing to see that, black fathership is just at an all-time low, man. It really is. It really is, and to see that the only concern is, especially on social media, is to post pictures of, you going out having a good time drinking and, wearing your best outfit and stuff like that. But, me, man, I've always been a staunch guy who, uh, my goal is just to make sure my children are happy. It's just that simple. Make sure my children are happy, seeing the smiles on their face, and um, just keep them progressing, and keep advancing my children's intellect. You know what I'm saying? And just rewarding them based off that. That's what I like to do. So, this is my quick thoughts about what happened yesterday, family. And again, leave your comments down below in the comment section, family. Until next time, Chauncey, aka the Black Separatist, signing out. Peace.